video is closed captioned in English and Spanish subtitles. With every passing year by, we have more reasons to hate others and fewer reasons to love. If you watch news channels every day, they preach war and hatred. They do not spread love and peace through their medium. Talking about other countries, they will only talk about crime rates, terrorism, theft, corruption, and hate crimes. But many of the countries that you consider unsafe are, in reality, some of the friendliest and safest countries in the world. So, in this video, we will be talking about such friendly countries. Let's get started. Number 1. Thailand. Now, you all know Thailand for its amazing food, shopping malls, historical places, beautiful beaches, amazing landscapes, and most importantly, its nightlife. But there's a lot more to Thailand that you might not know. For example, you might not know that Thailand is one of the friendliest countries in the world, which is why it is included in our list. Thailand is often referred to as the land of smiles. So, what does that mean? Do people living in Thailand keep smiling all the time, or they give you a creepy smile whenever you see them? Well, that's not the case. People over there believe in spreading happiness, which is why Thailand is a welcoming country, and the locals treat the visitors very well. I am not only talking about large tourist centers like Bangkok and Phuket. Locals living outside these megacities are very humble, kind, and friendly. Also, if you have ever visited Thailand as a tourist, you'll always find vendors serving you with a smile. Number 2, Nepal. What is the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear about Nepal? World's highest peak? Mount Everest? Well, Nepal as a country is much underrated. First of all, there are more natural landscapes in this amazing country than the mountain range that it boasts. Secondly, Nepal is a country with people from various distinctive ethnic groups and speaks several different languages. Other than that, tourists who have visited Nepal called Nepalese people some of the nicest people in the world. They'll help you out, treat you nicely, and many would even offer you to have lunch at their house as they consider serving guests as an honor. They are simple, and they do not let modernization affect their culture and their values. Nepal houses more than 3,000 beautiful temples, 1,200 monasteries, and 14 of the world's highest mountain peaks, including Mount Everest. Number 3. Austria. Like other countries mentioned on this list, tourists often have a very fantastic experience whenever they visit Austria. The landscapes are excellent, and the architecture still holds the iconic European culture. When the beautiful landscapes of Austria, including those beautiful Alps, combine with its iconic architecture, the view is just breathtaking. This is also a great place for you if you are a skier, as you can find some of the most luxurious skiing resorts in Austria. Speaking of the people over here, well, they are men and women of culture. This is the land that gave birth to some of the most iconic composers in history, including the likes of Strauss and Mozart. But what makes Austria really special are the locals. Tourists have voted Austrian locals some of the friendliest, most approachable, and hospitable locals in Europe. It's normal for strangers to greet each other on the street, as Austrians are incredibly sweet, polite, and approachable. Great people, incredible landscapes, and great architecture is a tempting tourism package, isn't it? Number 4. Senegal. Senegal takes pride in its reputation as one of Africa's friendliest countries. Now, Senegal is not a tourist destination, definitely not if you are a person who looks for leisure and comfort when he or she is on holiday. But if you are a tourist who fancies adventure more than luxuries, then Senegal might be a great place for you to visit. People living here aren't financially stable. They don't have luxurious and well-made apartments or bungalows. Most of the population don't have access to clean water and reliable health care. Most importantly, people over here don't have enough to feed themselves. But despite these shortcomings, Senegalese are still one of Africa's happiest and welcoming countries who choose to stay happy and joyful despite whatever happens. Locals are much more approachable here compared to other African countries. Tourists often share how locals would invite them to their houses to eat one of their mouth-watering dishes. Life is simple for them, and tourism here isn't too sophisticated. Still, for leisure, you can find attractions like tropical forests and deserted beaches here. The nightlife and street food are pretty good as well. Number 5. Brazil. Brazil! Oh, Brazil! This country literally breathes football and has given the world legends like Ronaldo Nazario, Ronaldinho, Cafu, and many more. The locals are passionate about sports, especially football and volleyball. Any two of these games can be seen being played by locals in Brazil's gargantuan beaches. Brazil is one of the most enjoyable tourism destinations on this list. And if you choose to go during the time of the famous Rio Carnival that happens in February, if we are not in a pandemic situation like right now in 2021, you will have the time of your lives over there. The carnival is the biggest event in Brazil, and locals and tourists look forward to it. But apart from all the attractions that Brazil has, it is often criticized by international media for having a high crime rate. However, the locals living here won't tell you that about Brazil because the locals are very welcoming and the locals' hearts are warm, just like their weather. Wherever you go, people over there will treat you with great hospitality and a wide smile. People over there are easily approachable, and if you make a Brazilian your friend, the chances are that you have made a friend for life. Number 6, Canada. Canada is not just snow, snow, and snow. Canada houses a large number of communities from all parts of the world, and they live in peace and harmony. Locals living in Canada are extremely polite, probably some of the most polite locals you can find. As a matter of fact, their leaders also share the same characteristics. Canada is so peaceful because they do not get involved in any sort of global politics or conspiracies. They avoid all sorts of conflicts and stress by having good relations with all countries around the world. Friendly and nice define the nation's character. From store clerks to custom agents, hotel reception, servers, and strangers, niceness abounds. Canadians are so friendly and educated. In fact, let's say they are stuck in a rush hour traffic jam in a big city like Toronto or Montreal. You're not likely to hear them complaining or cursing by themselves inside their car. Canadians spread love and happiness, not hate. And yes, other than the lovely, welcoming locals, Canada has some of the most iconic sceneries, including the huge mountains and the world's largest waterfall, Niagara Falls. Don't forget to observe their incredible wildlife. Number 7, Iceland. Iceland is a freezing place to visit, as if the name wasn't too obvious. Also, the population in Iceland isn't huge as well, but the locals have so much warmth in their hearts for fellow citizens and visitors that it makes Iceland a must-visit place for every tourist. You can expect the locals to be a little grumpy, but you cannot blame them. The temperature is too low, and in winters, days become dark. So dark that it's tough to tell if it's night or day. Apart from that, the locals are very friendly and easily approachable. Other than that, Iceland has some of the most beautiful natural landscapes in the world. Unique black sand beaches, roaring waterfalls, glacial lagoons, hot springs, and soaring volcanoes. All of these landscapes are enough to convince you to visit this country if the weird weather and super friendly locals don't convince you enough. Number 8, New Zealand. Another country that shares the same humanitarian philosophy as Canada is New Zealand. The population of New Zealand isn't huge either, but the locals over there are extremely friendly, generous, and welcoming. They are so lovely that they will invite you for lunch if you have just one good conversation with them. It's rare to find a country with locals who have no problem letting an unknown foreigner into their house for lunch, but that's what makes New Zealand special. They have such good, friendly, welcoming locals that it's hard to compare them. Their prime minister is a woman, and she is one of the most inspirational personalities in the world. Kiwis are really great in sports like cricket, football, and tennis as well. So, is New Zealand worth a visit? The way they have preserved the country's nature is definitely impressive and is a must-go. Number 9, Portugal. Portugal has some of the most welcoming locals in the world, unless you say that Messi is a better player than Cristiano Ronaldo. Traveler survey suggests that Portuguese locals do whatever they can to make their guests feel welcome. They provide the best hospitality they can, and they are incredibly friendly. People look out for each other, and if you ever get into some sort of a problem, the locals around you will help you out in the best way possible, even though you are a stranger to them. This treat can come in handy for tourists, right? Other than that, Portugal is also known for its rich culture, amazing food, great architecture, and some of the best beaches in the world. Number 10, Ireland. The Irishmen have always been shown as these angry men who drink a lot and who just love to fight and beat people up. But that's just not true. Not every Irishman is like Conor McGregor. As a matter of fact, Irish locals are very fun-loving and generous. They will look to have some fun with you, but they are really friendly at the end of the day. And in reality, Irish locals make excellent friends. You can go to any pub, have a big glass of Irish beer, and make some lovely friends over there. So, that's all we had today. Folks, hope this video was helpful for you guys. Do like and subscribe to our channel to view more of our amazing content. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to receive an instant notification from our side. See you next time, folks. Adios.